Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. So I'm going to start a new series today, and it's going to be a team guide. I'm going to start with Scottish football, and the first team I'm going to go to is Aberdeen. So if we go back to the inbox here, so we've got the report from Tony Docherty, the assistant manager. So the team's for the leaders, so that's pretty good. We've got good depth in midfield with Graham Shinnie, one of 8 players that can play central midfield. We get Mackay Stevens, who can play left wing, one of 6 good players. Ryan Crisbry, one of the attacking midfielders. Joe Lewis is superb in goal, probably one of the best goalkeepers in Scotland at the moment. And you've got Shay Logan, who's at right back, and obviously Graham Shinnie can play left back. So your squad with impressive decision makers. There's a close knit group. We'll have a look at that in a wee second when it comes to the team dynamics. There's a number of talented prospects. We'll have a wee look at them and see what we think there. You've got 400k to spend, and you've got £5,250 in wages left. So you can maybe do something like that, or maybe a player or two on if you feel like it. So the overall squad depth, outside the first team, isn't very good. So when we have a wee look at that, lack of quality depth beyond Joe Lewis, have a look at that as well. The squad ranked bottom third of the competition for what great. So you could do with bringing in here. I'd say you maybe want to bring in a ball-in midfielder or something with a bit of aggression, a bit of strength. Maybe a centre half, big stopper. A centre half is going to come in and maybe be demanding at the back. Sorry, not demanding, commanding at the back. Yep. So let's look at the dynamics. So let's look at the hierarchy. So you've got 3 team leaders. You've got Graham Shinnie, Andrew Costain, and Reynolds. Influential players, you've got Logan, Rooney, Arison, and Lewis. So if you look at here, you can see that you've got 2 leaders in the core group, and you've got 3 highly influential players in that core group as well. Secondary, you've got 3 players there as well, who 2 of them are in the higher thing, so that'll be pretty good. Social groups, yep, as you can see, quite a tight group. You've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players in your core group there, which is pretty good. You've got 1 player here who's kind of out in his own in these guys, so you've got quite a strong group here. Hopefully with a bit of work you can fit in with the rest of the squad. Now if we go to the squad, you're obviously going to keep Joe Lewis. Danny Rogers is an average goalkeeper. You might want to bring somebody in to challenge Joe Lewis. He might be alright. He's not got a lot of money, so you maybe would just plod along with him as reserve. But I'd be hoping to have somebody a wee bit better than Danny Rogers to come in if anything happened to Joe Lewis. And then at right back you've got Shay Logan, who is a superb right back at this level, but you've got nobody in reserve. I think Anthony O'Connor can play right back, but he's nowhere near as good as Shay Logan, so I'd maybe look to bring in. There's a guy at Everton, Kenny, I think it's Jojo Kenny, his name is. Right back, you can always get him in loan. He's really good. He would give Shay Logan a bit of competition and would be quite comfortable to come in and fill in if he ever get injured. When you look at the defenders, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 centre halves here. Kai Arison's really good, but I think he's at 34, so he's not getting any younger. The other guys are just average. Anthony O'Connor, 24. I don't know if he'll reach his potential. Dominic Ball, he's only on loan. Scott McKenna is going to turn into who he will become a decent centre half, I think. He's got good physicals with jump reach, heading. He's just going to be a big stopper. But I think this is maybe somewhere you could look to bring in somebody else to partner with Kyle Harrison and help bring on the likes of Kenner. Mark Reynolds just isn't, I don't think he's going to get any better. Moving to left back, you've got Andrew Constantine, who, a 30-year-old Aberdeen Stewart. He's average, and Shinnie is the other one, but Shinnie can play midfield as well. I'd maybe try and see if I can bring in somebody else just so you can play Shinnie at midfield, at left back, but go with him. I'd maybe just leave the left back as it is between these two, unless you've got a wee bit of cash and bring somebody in. Daniel Harvey is one for the future. Greg Tansey, a decent option in midfield. He's going to do okay for you, central midfield. And then you've got Kenny McLean. He's out of contract in this season, so I try and get him signed up because he is a really good central midfielder. So normal central midfielder, depending what your tactics going to go with. You've got two standouts. I'd maybe try and see if I could bring somebody in to support them, because I don't think there's anybody there. These guys are just young guys, so if you could get a decent midfielder just to rotate with these guys, it may be worth looking at. If not, you're going to have to play these two young boys, because there's nobody else really that can play there. So it's maybe somewhere where you have to look to strengthen the central midfield. As I said earlier, maybe try and find a strong ball winning midfielder to come in there with a wee bit of aggression and work great. Then going forward, you've got Greg Stewart on the right wing, and you've got Ryan Christie, attack midfielder. Two really good players, so you can maybe do a 4-2-3-1 formation. So you could have, I'll get into that in a minute actually. And then you'll get Gary Mackay-Stevens, who's in the left wing. And you've got Scott Wright, who is he's going to be a good player, so I'd give him game time. So I'd maybe try and see if I can bring in another right winger just to back up Stewart here. Up front, you've got Rooney, who's a standout. You've got Stevie May, who's a possibility to progress into a decent player, but at 24, I don't know if he's actually going to hit these heights. Nicky Maynard is average. He'll do a job, but maybe not the first season. Maybe your second season might want to strengthen up front. So let's quickly look at the tactics here. Where did the tactics go? So this is the tactics that's got. What I would probably go with is something like this for them. Right, and I would, right, let's see what he quick picked. I'd probably go with something like this. Don't worry about team rules now, I'm not changing them, but this would be a good formation. This would probably be the strongest, maybe, formation for them, and I'd maybe play Scott McKenna to start with along with Harrison, just to help him come on, because he's the same as the rest of the guys, but he can improve, and with some experience at Harrison, get him tutoring them, playing together, and I'm sure he'll progress. So that's what I'd kind of go with. I think that's the strongest team at the start of the game you can play for Aberdeen. Would be Lewis in goals, Logan, Harrison, McKenna, McLean, Tansey, Christie, Mackay-Stevens and Stewart. If we go to the team report, go to squad depth, right, and go here, you can see where we need to improve. So another right back in definitely, possibly a centre half, Central midfield, if you get another midfielder in to replace Shinnie here, you can play Shinnie here and you can play him, Tansy or McLean, so you've got 3 there that can do a job. Attack midfielder, you've got Ryan Christie, he can't play against Celtic, so possibly either bring in somebody else here or move these guys about. And left and right, I'd really try to bring somebody else in at right, because you're not going to play Ryan Christie there, he's going to play here. And up front, as I said, it looks okay, could possibly do with one more just to give a wee bit of competition there. Now if we look at the under 21 squad, I don't want to make this too long, that's the wrong one. Under 21 squad, you've got 3 players there, 4 players. Conor McLean, striker, looks like he could be okay. He's got okay physical, he's 18, so he will improve. Could do his determination a bit higher, he's a possibility. Christian Anzoni, he looks really good actually as a midfielder, decent stamina, pace, balance, could do a bit more strength. He's got flair, off the ball, determination, vision. He could possibly be a decent player in the future. Joseph McPherson, right-sided defender. He's got a few greens there, a few 9s, 10s. So I think he is another one who could possibly progress. He's only 16, so I'd give him maybe 4 years and then start 3-4 years, start bringing him to the first team. Maybe next season get him a couple of loan deals to the lower leagues just to get some first team experience, and he will progress. Also with him, I'd maybe get him tutored by Shane Logan, and then Archie Moore, I'd get him tutored by a possibility to be a 4-star player here. I'd get him tutored by Joe Lewis, and again the same, 2-3 years time, get him loaned out to the lower leagues, get him playing football, and then bring him back ready to go into the first team. We quickly look at the staff. Coaching's going to need a bit of improvement. He's got 1 space left. Obviously this is based on my manager, so your manager might bring some of these up, but I'd look to improve there. Obviously you've only got 2 scouts, so 2 recruitment team members. I'd definitely strengthen here. And obviously you've got 1 space left for the medical team. You're second at the moment. There's room for second and third at the moment. Depending on who you bring in, might improve that. If we look at the finances, there's £3 million in the bank. Debt and loans, there's no debt, no loans. Sponsorship, total value at 850 over 2 years. Projection over the next 2 years. So your balance by the end of this season is going to be nearly 80k. It's going to be minus 1.5 million and minus 2.3 million. Turnover, it's not really good, right? So the total wage cost is going to go down over the next 3 years projected, and the transfer budget is going to stay the same. So that's where you're at with that. I think that is us. I don't think there's anything else to show you that they could do. So on that note, if you've liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of these type of videos, please subscribe to the channel. Any suggestions, any players that you think Aberdeen should be signing, if I've got anything wrong with the players, if you think somebody's better than I've said, let us know below. And thanks very much for your time. Goodbye.